Alrighty, how's it going guys? I'm thesolobandit and welcome back to another drift tune here on carx. Today we're going to be looking, in my opinion, at one of my best tune setups for the MIFUNE. I've actually never done a tune setup for this car, so I'm just saying that in general. This is by far one of the best drift tune setups you're probably going to find for this car. I'm not trying to clickbait you with the title, it's genuine. I actually do think that this is one of the best. It is really, really good. It's really smooth. This isn't a car which is set up to be extremely 100% no one's going to get away from you. It can be with a few changes. There is grip that can be put into this car if you're willing to sacrifice looks. But if you don't want to sacrifice looks, there's still ways you can increase the grip, which I will talk about. But this car is a lot of fun. It's very smooth. It sits nicely. You don't get any of that hideous stuff coming through, the wheels coming through the arches and all that kind of stuff. It looks good. It handles good. It's easy to control. I just love this car. Honestly, it's just so much fun. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you the settings, and then I will talk about some areas where you can potentially get some more grip, and some of the other settings that I'm not going to change on this car because it changes more than just one setting. Alrighty, there you go. Hopefully you guys got all that down. If you didn't, just go back and pause it at the parts that you missed. Also, I think I should mention this from now on. This is a ultimate mods setup, and I am using 100 adhesion for my tires because I know a lot of people don't really notice that, but just in case you didn't notice it, there it is. So some of the ways you can get more grip out of this car if you want more grip. You can actually increase the positive rear toe, which will give you more grip during the drift, which is more important in the drift than actually sitting in the tune setup room. There is a huge difference, guys, between the settings that you're seeing here and the settings that are actually on the car in the middle of a drift. And this is the reason I run positive camber in the rear, because people are under the influence that, under the impression, that if you run 0.00, that you have the most contact patch while drifting. Unfortunately, that is false, and people that are running 0.00, you're actually running more close to negative 0.50 to negative 1.00 for your negative, for your positive, your rear camber. Sorry, bit of a brain fart there, but that's what's actually happening. If you don't believe me, you can look it up yourself. There's plenty of examples and real life examples. When you have a soft-ended car like this one here, where the setup is soft, the car will squat down in the rear, which is what most people want, which is why you see people driving around with lift kits. Well, it looks like they've got a lift kit on a drift car and gigantic monster truck wheels. It looks ridiculous. The car looks absolutely stupid. It jerks all over the place. It's everything but smooth. It's just not fun. I don't like it. So I decided I'm not going to copy anyone else with that style in lobbies. I'm going to try and do a proper design. And these, honestly, this tune setup, it is really, really good. It honestly is. Not only does it look good, but it handles really well. And I think a lot of people are going to find this tune setup really nice. So the reason I run positive 0.43 in the rear is because when you actually squat down with the car, when you've got full power transitioning to the back wheels, the wheels actually move. So if I'm sitting at 0.43 in the positives, when the car squats down, I'm actually closer to 0.00. So under load, my car is more close to being flush with the highest contact patch, giving me the most grip in the rear. Compared to, like I said, if you run 0.00, when the car squats down, you're actually going into the negative of camber and losing grip. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's why I run positive camber slightly. I know I go over the top sometimes with the camber, but I've been looking it up, and yeah, I am right. There is a good reason for it. And that's the same with the rear toe. It gives you more grip when you have positive toe. And for the front toe, the reason I'm running negative 21 for the front toe is because this car's transitions are very, very slow. And if you didn't know, the front toe is one of the main factors when it comes to transitioning a little bit quicker, being a little bit more snappy in your transitions. The only thing that caster does is it brings your wheel back to a neutral position quicker. So the higher you have it, the faster your steering will come back to its original position, which means the car's going to be very, very jerky if you have this too high. So if you have it too slow, obviously the car's going to be very slow in its transitions. So having it at 10 and then having this set to around about 20 to 10 to 30 if you're eager. I probably wouldn't recommend it because it gets a little bit out of control and a little bit too snappy, so just be careful with this one. But that's going to be it, guys. And with the grip, if you wanted to get more grip, tire width, go up by 1 increment, and every time you pump out, let's say you went up to 310 in the rear, you can see that it's clipping through, so you just make those adjustments, bring that in by 2, now I'm sitting at -6 in the rear, boom, perfect. The tune would work perfectly fine, it would be more grippy, obviously you'd have to adjust everything else with it. So the reason I don't adjust the wheel size, guys, and the tire profile when I've got the cars set to the levels that I want them to, is because every time you change the size of something like this, like a wheel, you actually adjust the height of the car as well. So if I was to go like 20 on the front, right, it adjusts the entire height of the car. Not only does it make it look stupid and ridiculous, but now the car can't actually squat down as much in the rear, which completely screws up all of these values right here. So this might be set to 57 for the rear stiffness, that might as well be set to 100 at this point, because the car actually can't squat down as much because the wheels hit the arches. It prevents the car from actually squatting down and makes all of these settings right here with your damper bump, your fast rebound, it makes them pretty much irrelevant at that point. You might as well set them to the max stiffness because it's not really going to make a movement with the car. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But if you guys enjoy this tune, be sure to subscribe, let your friends know, let me know in the comment section if there's any cars that you want to see me put a tune on or maybe revisit. More than happy to. And with that out of the way, I will catch you in the next one.